Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, or beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. What does this phrase mean, and where did it originate? Let's rock. Are you walking through a storm that feels like it will never end? Do you wonder if life's storms have stolen the beauty from your life for good? You're in the right place. My name is Heather, and like you, I've been through a storm or two and wondered if life would ever be beautiful again. Here we share warriors' words, stories of discovering beauty after battles, and the worth in your wounds. Pick up your sword or boxing gloves and join the battle. Your words are powerful, my friends. Make them warrior words. The phrase, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, basically means that beauty is subjective, that there's no one specific rule that defines beauty. Now, if you ask ancient Greek philosophers such as Aristotle, Socrates, or Plato, they would likely argue with that. They argued that beauty was an absolute. It was based on symmetry, proportion, and order. I think we can all agree that those things can be aesthetically pleasing, but does that mean that something asymmetrical can't be beautiful? It would seem so in their eyes. They would behold no beauty in asymmetry. I recently did an abstract painting for my art YouTube channel that, when it dried, it seemed out of balance to me. So I added a winter tree to the right side of that canvas. To our ancient Greek friends, this would be asymmetrical, and thus not fulfilling their definition of beauty. But when I added the tree to one side of the painting, it was suddenly in balance. So while it was not symmetrical with a tree on each side, it was now balanced. Speaking of that tree, makes me think about nature. How much of nature falls into the categories of symmetry, order, and proportion? Notice the word and in there. I think we can find examples of each one of those in nature, but we don't always find all three. But I think we'd all also agree that nature is beautiful. So, getting back to the phrase, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. It was actually coined by an Irish romance author named Margaret Wolfe Hungerford in 1878 as part of her book titled Molly Bawn, and that's Mollylbybawn. But greats like Confucius, Shakespeare, Benjamin Franklin, and David Hume also all expressed similar sentiments before Mrs. Hungerford officially coined it. I think I love the way Confucius said it the best. Everything has its beauty, but not everyone sees it. And I think that's where we encounter some difficulty in talking about beauty or even trying to define it. Last week, I decided that I would operate this segment under the definition that beauty can involve the mind and each of our senses. But the truth is, beauty is still subjective. So, going with one of last week's examples, one person might thoroughly enjoy the smell of fresh baked bread, but another may not find it appealing at all. The touch of a spouse's fingers on the back of one woman's hand may feel exquisite, but to the woman who has survived an abusive marriage, the memory of that touch may make her recoil in fear. So, as we move through these episodes, I need to keep in mind that the things and experiences where I see beauty are not necessarily the same as yours. And that is okay. God created us each as similar, but different. Even if you are an identical twin, there is no one else exactly like you in the world, past, present, or future. And God created a world full of beauty. I could not possibly name it all. So it's no doubt that we will have differing opinions on what we consider beautiful. Let's take, for instance, a few painters, since since I like to create art and painting is one of my things. So there's an artist named Mondrian, and he is famous for his squares. Jackson Pollock has his drip technique, and Vincent van Gogh has his impressionistic paintings. All three of these painters created very different masterpieces. And you may have very visceral reactions to one or more of these styles. But they all have characteristics of beauty, whether you like their style or not. So as you behold the geometric shapes in primary colors, or paint drips and splatters, or the swirls and colors, what do your eyes see? This week's homework is to come to the Facebook group, find the post for this episode, then add an image of a painting you find beautiful, and tell us what about that painting is beautiful to you. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, please go to facebook.com/groups/warrior words and click join. A few questions will pop up. Please answer those, and I will look forward to seeing you in there. And that's it for now. So remember, armor up, fight the good fight, seek beauty, and make your words warrior words.